Let's talk about something real. Ever feel like you're just running on empty? You know, like that passion, that physical energy you used to have has just kind of started to fade away. Well, if that hits home, I want you to know you're definitely not the only one. And today, we're going to dive into how to get that spark back. And you can do it all right from home. You know, it's one of those things we don't really talk about, right? That quiet little worry in the back of your mind that maybe you're not able to satisfy your partner the way you once did. It's a feeling that can really weigh on a guy, even if it's never spoken out loud. But listen, here's what I really want you to hear right from the get-go. If you feel like your timing, your stamina has taken a nosedive, you are absolutely not alone in this. This is such a common issue. And the best part? There are totally natural ways to start turning things around. Okay, so when this happens, it's super easy to jump to conclusions, right? To think there's some deep, complicated medical thing going on. But honestly, more often than not, the real cause isn't that something's seriously wrong with you. It's usually something we have a ton of control over. Yep, you guessed it, the real cause is your lifestyle. I'm talking about the stuff we do every single day. The food we're eating, what we're drinking, our daily habits, all of it plays a huge role in our stamina. And you know what? That's actually great news. Why? Because it means the power to change things is right in your hands. All right, so enough with the problem, let's talk solutions. We're gonna get super practical here and break down some simple steps you can start taking, like today. And the best part? No expensive pills, no long-term gym contracts needed. This is all stuff you can do right from home. First up, let's talk hydration. Super simple. Just try to eat one water-rich fruit every day. Think watermelon, oranges, stuff like that. It keeps you hydrated, which is absolutely key for your energy levels. Next, have you ever heard of amla? It's also called Indian gooseberry. You might want to look into adding that to your diet. It's awesome for your kidneys and adrenal glands, which are like the power plants for your body's energy. And then, of course, you got to get moving. And hey, don't freak out. You don't need to become some marathon runner overnight. Just start with a simple goal. Aim for at least 5,000 steps a day. That's it. It's a really simple but powerful target. Now, if you're feeling good and want to kick it up a notch, a short run or even just choosing the stairs instead of the elevator can make a huge difference in rebuilding that stamina that, let's be honest, kind of starts to dip in our 30s and 40s. Okay, let's touch on a big one, naturally boosting testosterone. Now look, there are no magic pills here, but there are some Ayurvedic herbs that have been known for a long time to help out. Two of the big ones you might hear about are Ashwagandha and Safed Musli. But hold on, and I really need you to hear this. This part is absolutely critical. These herbs are powerful. They're not something to just mess around with. You should not be taking these without talking to a professional first. Seriously, always check with a doctor or certified expert to make sure you're doing it safely and correctly, please. Okay, so we've talked about the physical stuff, but that's really only half the battle. Here's where it gets fascinating. A lot of the time, the real thing that's draining our stamina, it isn't in our bodies at all. It's in our heads. I mean, just think about your average day. Our minds are always on, right? We're constantly busy, stressed out, thinking about work, about bills. Our brains are just wandering all over the place, never really calm. Well, that mental burnout, it zaps your physical energy too. It can totally kill the mood and, that feeling. So what's the fix? Well, it comes down to two simple but powerful things. First, you have to prioritize good quality sleep. I'm talking non-negotiable. It's when your body and your mind actually get to recover. And second, give meditation a shot. Seriously, even just a few minutes a day can lower those stress hormones, which frees up so much mental and physical energy. It helps you focus and, it helps bring back that feeling we've been talking about. All right, so we've covered all the good stuff you should be adding to your life. Now it's time for a little tough love. Let's talk about the things you need to cut out. Because there are a few key habits that are just straight up sabotaging your stamina, and we need to face them head on. Okay, let's be real for a second. How many of us rely on coffee or tea just to get through the day, right? And yeah, for sure, it gives you that instant jolt, that kick of energy you need to power through that meeting or finish that project. But, and this is a big but, there's a trade-off. While you're getting that awesome short-term boost, constantly relying on caffeine can slowly but surely just hollow out your body's natural stamina. It's like you're borrowing energy from tomorrow, and eventually you end up even more drained. So the game plan here is pretty clear. You've got to cut way back on the tea and coffee. And when it comes to alcohol and cigarettes, well, they just have to go. They directly attack your vitality and your physical energy. There's really no gray area with these. You know that classic line we all tell ourselves, "Oh, I can quit whenever I want." Well, this is a direct challenge to that idea. If you can really quit whenever, then how about making whenever today, right now? Don't let these things keep dragging down your health and your vitality. And really, this brings us full circle, back to why this all matters so much in the first place. Remember where we started? With that very personal, very real concern. Look, a happy, fulfilling marriage or relationship, it's built on love, of course, but it also relies on a strong physical connection. When you take care of your stamina, you're not just doing it for yourself, you're investing in your relationship and in your overall happiness.
And finally, please, be patient with yourself. This stuff doesn't happen overnight. It's all about the small, consistent changes adding up over time. Your body isn't going to magically transform in a week. But if you give it time, if you stay consistent, one day you will feel that change. You'll feel that energy coming back. So just trust the process. The change will come.